Hi, this is Carlos Santana from the Santana Band.
What's up? This is Andy Vargas.
Hold up, Andy Vargas from Santana? Oye, ¿cómo va?
You should listen to Skull and Bones Radio. This is where you get your information.
Can we talk to Carlos to get a free guitar?
Peace.
If you're into Selena Gomez,
can't keep my hands to myself,
or Adele,
hello,
then we might not be your first pick.
Don't say we didn't warn you.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back
to the
Skull and Bones Show.
Hey!
Welcome back to Skull and Bones Radio.
'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
Leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again.
So, Truman.
Man, I'll tell you what, though. I don't know if I want to be going anywhere, man.
Dude, I'm so with you, bro. I am so with you.
I feel like there's so much craziness going on right now. I think flying anywhere is the last thing that I want to do.
God bless the airline industry's hearts right now. Actually, no, don't God bless them.
All right, well, here's the deal, man. We got another airline that's making the headlines.
And another one.
Man, what we got going on back there?
Where's that?
Another one.
There you go.
And another one.
This is now the third of the big four airlines to face public scrutiny with a video going viral. This one involving this family with toddlers traveling from Hawaii to Los Angeles on the red-eye.
You need to do what's right. Yeah. I bought the seat, and you need to just leave us alone.
A visibly upset Brian Shear, video recorded by his wife, edited and posted on YouTube, telling a Delta gate agent they'd bought a ticket for their teenage son, but then put him on another flight so their 2-year-old could sleep in his car seat for the flight home to L.A. The family claiming Delta agents understood what they were doing.
They let us on the plane, scanned our tickets, but when they saw that the flight was oversold and they had passengers sitting there waiting for seats, they came on and told us we had to take our son out of the car seat and they were going to give our seat away.
The problem? The toddler's name wasn't on the ticket. But when the Shears refused to move him, a supervisor threatened them and both children.
So then yeah, that's fine.
You and your wife will be in jail and your kids will be When you're a mother and you have your 1-year-old and your 2-year-old and they threaten to take your kids away from you, it made my heart drop, and I was shaking the rest of the time.
Another Delta employee then told the Shears their 2-year-old could not sit in a car seat anyway because the FAA doesn't allow it.
With him being 2, he cannot sit in the car seat. That's the purpose of the infinite arms. He has to sit in your arms the whole time.
But that's not true. The FAA tells NBC News it encourages small children to sit in car seats because it's safer. And the FAA has no age restrictions. But the Shears were told the plane would not leave with them on board.
I got 2 infants on the line. We have nowhere to stay. There's no more flights. What are we supposed to do, sleep in the airport?
At this point, you guys are on your own. No, this is wrong.
It's just the latest in a string of incidents in the last month that have gone viral.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, dude. Did you hear what that lady said at the very end, too?
You're on your own?
You're on your own. And he said, they can't even compensate him, can't help him out, can't help a brother out, nothing.
So I think they said that was the third of the big four. So we've had United, we've had American, now Delta. So Southwest is probably, I don't know, they're probably sweating bullets right now.
They're probably on their employees right now. Don't no one screw up. We about to be the number one if we could just keep our noses clean.
So I mean, it sounds like there was actually a number of issues that that the airline may have kind of been in the wrong for. You think?
Oh man, I mean, there's I counted at least 5 different points right there that they screwed up on. You know what I mean? One, they overbooked their flights.
Again, another airline did.
So now they've overbooked it. The guy, like you said, paid for the damn seat, and now they're trying to steal it. Okay, so that's second point. Third point, it's a child in that seat, which they have a car seat with. You know what I'm saying? And so for this, the lady was just being, I think they were being rather rude to him. Not even trying to meet him in the middle. Like, you know what, sir, if you could just relinquish this seat here, we'll hook you up with some vouchers for your family's dinner, maybe hook you up with a hotel. Not even that. But then 5, she said, you're on your own.
Well, I think the concern was it was a red-eye flight, and there may not have been any flights available, not in the immediate future.
Right. I mean, so I think the least they could have done is put a voucher on there, say, okay, here, we're going to hook you up with the Hilton Hotel just down the street. Why don't you and your family go crash there for the night? You'll get first flight tomorrow.
I think also the concern was for the family is, the infant's name was not on the ticket. Right?
I mean, I get, okay, but you ever been to a concert and, like, when you buy, like, a 4-pack or a 2-pack or whatever, it's like, it's only your name on there? Mm-hmm. And then whoever you bring with you is kind of like, whatever?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think maybe that kind of played against the family's part, though.
Well, here's a question. So you can get a ticket for that toddler. There's I guess what they said is there's no age restriction on who can get a ticket. Now, I believe some airlines allow you to have the child sit, if they're a certain age, they can sit in the seat with you. But I guess the FAA doesn't put a age restriction on who needs a ticket.
They strongly urge that the infants, because, I mean, the issue with that was the car seat versus the baby in the lap.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, like I was telling you guys in the break, is get a supervisor, get corporate involved. Dude, if you're in this situation, this is going to go viral. You know it. If you're kicking someone off with everything that's been happening, it's going to be blown out. Get people involved. These people are trying to take matters in their own hands, and then corporate throws them under the bus because they're like, oh, we're so sorry. Yeah, we had no idea. Oh, this, it's all their fault. No, I would say, you know what? I don't know what to do, to be completely honest with you. I'm going to get corporate involved, and then let them, I know Mick said, oh, it was probably late. They weren't up, or there's no one to be called, but I'm not going to be taking the blame for that. I'm not getting fired. Get corporate involved. Get corporate involved. Especially with the visibility, get corporate involved.
I feel like, this is what you train for. And now that people are having the kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, they're put in these realistic situations.
Well, they're being challenged now. All these implementations and their policies are now being challenged because now we have things like viral videos and stuff like that.
Well, it's funny because, yes, they're being challenged, and a lot of these airlines or stewardess or whatever, they're kind of put in real scenarios where they better be pretty darn sure of what they're saying and what they're doing. In this instance, the lady said, hey, FAA says you cannot have a child in the stroller or whatever it was, the seat.
The car seat, yeah.
Turns out that the child can be in that seat.
And then they say they encouraged it, too.
Exactly. They just urge against it, though. I think they urge against children being...
No, they said they encourage it.
They encourage it?
That's what they said. They said they encourage it.
Yeah, they encourage it, yeah.
But then the lady also said, sorry, you're on your own. So not only is it... Okay, so it's not... This is the thing that gets me in life. When people tell you that you're either wrong about something or to do something, and then they're wrong. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's the one thing that's... Okay, you can get me going on a rant here, but people, for some reason, people get off on being assholes. I don't know what it is. People like being dicks.
Maybe it's a position of power or authority.
I think, they're like, I'm in charge, and you're going to do what I say. But then they're wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That gets on my nerves so bad. It's ridiculous.
I feel like in this instance, the airline was like, okay, we overbooked the flight. This is our solution.
Right.
Unfortunately, in this instance, the guy was like, I paid for this seat. I can have my child in that seat.
Right.
And that's kind of where the pushback was, was like, we need that seat. No, you can't have it. I paid for this seat. And then, there was that pushback. And I thought that the lady was because she introduced herself, I thought that she was a representative for the airline, no?
Yeah, she said there's the gate person.
Like, well, there was a cop in the video, but yeah, I think the person speaking was the supervisor. But I'm telling you, man, with the visibility going on, these aren't, police officers. These are flight attendants. Like, they need to get someone else involved, because if I'm in that situation and people are filming, I'm going to be like, this is going to get blown out of proportion.
Well, look at the first instance where the guy got drugged off the plane. Those were some sort of authoritative figures.
Out of control.
Well,
yeah,
what I'm
the
saying
police actually dragged him off.
Yeah, I mean, that was the authority. And I was reading here online. It says, I guess this is becoming such a big issue that the House and the Senate, they actually held hearings on airline customer service this week, right? And lawmakers are threatening lawmakers threatening to legislate better treatment for passengers if the airlines don't change voluntarily for their customer service. So it's getting such a big deal where like the House and the Senate, the government's getting involved.
Sure, dude. I bet.
Dude, if you're these airlines, you create a separate 24/7 department that just deals with it's so high visibility right now, and people are acting on it. People are not taking United because of that incident.
Yeah,
are they being boycotted now?
Oh yeah, there are people that are like going out of their way to miss these different companies because of how the emotions they feel towards them. And a lot of them are not wrong. Airlines are, there's a lot of businesses. I'm trying to think of one where, I'm going to be 2 hours late. It's like you order a limo and they're 2 hours late, you fire them.
Yeah,
they give you a free limo. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Airline, you literally get there, they send a text, they're like, we're 2 hours late. You're like, oh, that's not acceptable. I planned my life around this. Well, JK, we're 3 hours late now. The first plane got late, whatever. You're like, that's not acceptable. Well, I can't move you. Oh, you go to Southwest? Okay, cool, I'll do that. Oh, but it's a $200 get out, fee.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
And it's like I paid, I think average tickets are anywhere from $300 to $600.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Yeah,
it's like I paid a lot of money for this flight, and you guys just get away with getting me home. I think one quick thing.
Go ahead.
A lot of times it's happened to me a lot. Is I'm like, okay, I'm going this place. I'm coming back on Sunday. Matt, I land at 6:30. Can you pick me up from the airport?
Yeah.
And Matt's there at 6:20. He's waiting on me. I'm up in the air. The guy's telling me, hey guys, we're getting delayed. We're not going to be there until this time.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude, I got somebody waiting on me.
Yeah,
I can't just, and I feel like the bad person because I got Matt out there waiting on me on time.
Yeah, that's happening.
I'm 20 minutes late anyway, so we're good. Don't even worry about it.
Well, if it's me, I like to be on time. I'll kind of, show up a little bit early. But yeah, that's one thing that burns me.
You know what, dude? I'm with. I forgot what I was going to say originally. I got ADD, but you know what? No, I agree with you, dude. I think that I think something that they're playing in their favor is I think the airlines are kind of like, okay, well, if we're going to be 3 hours late, what else are you going to do? If you're stuck in Denver and you're trying to fly to LA, what are you going to do? Drive?
Yeah,
you're just going to suck it up and deal with.
Just deal with it.
With us.
They've all universally accepted things like fees and just being late is just something that happens. Rather than, that's just a reality for them, right?
Yep. Right.
A lot of times when your plane is late, it's because the schedule that they made, and I don't know how some of the schedules make sense, but the first plane has mechanical issues. So instead of rearranging things to make sure your flight's okay, it literally is just cascading. The first flight of the day is delayed, every flight after is delayed. And it's cascading, and hundreds of people are affected. But I bet you anything, cost-benefit analysis, it is cheaper to just take a little bit bad PR than rearrange flights or have a pilot and plane on standby or
it's not working for them.
Hopefully that will change.
At the end of the day, I really don't think it's a bunch of pilots that own Delta Airlines and American Airlines and Southwest.
Not.
It's going to be a bunch of people that have high stakes in their shares, and there's probably just a bunch of business people sitting on their board. And these rich people, they don't care about the everyday people. All they care about is seeing their profits going up every quarter.
Well, come on, that's every single business to mankind. Anyone that's publicly traded is exactly trying to return a profit for their shareholders. But as the airlines and a lot of businesses are figuring out, because the market is scattered now. There's airplanes, there's cars, we have trains. As things are getting better and competition will go up like the media industry has,
sure,
you have to do better. You're not a monopoly anymore.
I'm looking at this article, and it says here, just to find out what happened with the story, is the family, the Shears, ultimately left the flight, and they paid an extra $2,000 to travel the next day.
Did they really?
Yeah, that was what ended up happening.
Oh my god!
And I guess Delta has reached out to them, and I think did they get a refund, or was
it
was
said
that
it said they got a refund. And they got compensated a couple $1,000s extra for the harassment they received. But something, man, like, you gotta understand something. Like, the airline paying out like an extra $2,000 to them it's nothing, because I think these people could.
It's only because they got bad PR, but people remember that stuff. I'm telling you, man, it'd be worth having a 24/7 department. Just one person that's calling those shots. That's a PR person. That's like, it's not worth it.
Sure.
It's less of a disaster to reroute the guy who's trying to get on than deal with this.
You're right.
No, I'm with you on that. But I think if it was a savvy person that happened to, man, I'll tell you what, these people will probably get a handful of lawsuits on their hands. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just kind of accept what they get.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that concludes tonight's episode of Skull and Bones Radio. Thank you so much for checking us out, tuning in. We'll see you guys next week, right?
As much appreciated as always. We love you, all y'all guys who listen to us, and we would be nothing without you. There's my Grammy Award speech.
Hi, Mom.
Bye, Dad. All right, have a good night, everyone.
All right, Mama. Happies. Valentine's, Mother's Day, or whatever it's called. Oh, wait, that's not till next week.
Nice.